What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lewis, and on today's video I'm going to be reviewing my first ever swag bowling ball. Okay, so why now? Why not before? Well, the big reason is because now it seems like under the new ownership of Bowlers Mart, they seem like they're not making all these crazy wild names like the Bloody Ocean, all that stuff, like the big bro flexing and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's just, now is a good time to try swag, right? So this is the first one I'm ever reviewing. It's the Judge. It's their big asymmetric solid bowling ball. Before we get into any more details, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you'd like to order this bowling ball, the ball spinner that the ball's sitting on, the chamois, all that good stuff, use the link down below in the description. I would super appreciate it. If you like my brand new EFX jersey, go to efx.co, use the promo code that's right here next to me, Napoles 10, that gets you 10% off your entire order. All right, so let's talk about the Judge. This is like their big asymmetric solid, very typical of like a Black Widow 3.0 or like a Reality, those kind of bowling balls, like the Jackal Onyx. Those kind of bowling balls would be the comparisons. So let's start with the core. It's the Judge asymmetric core, which in 15 pounds has an RG of 2.49, a max differential of 0.052, and a PSA of 0.019. So this is a very, very strong core. And then all of that is wrapped around the Swag Witness solid cover stock that comes out of box at a 2500 finish. Now, I don't have a 2500 Abralon pad, so I don't know how you're gonna repeat that. Maybe just a 2000 and call it a day. But yeah, if you like this ball or any of the balls ever, link down below in the description takes you to my pro shop sponsor, JB Bowling Supply. Really check them out, local pro shop here in Las Vegas. Helping them helps me, right? Let's talk about the layout. I use my typical asymmetric layout, being 5.5 by 4.5 by 3. Very excited to try swag for the first time. We're gonna be here at South Point on lane 2 on a fresh, typical house shot. All right, guys, first ever shot in my life with a swag ball. This has not gone down the lane at all. We're gonna take a guess, as no shots have gone down lane 2 at all. We're gonna take a complete shot in the dark at where we're gonna throw this. See what this looks like here. Wow, Chris is like, wow, that hooked early and drove, and that sound, wow. Hey, listen, I was expecting doo-doo brown garbage. That's, I mean, look, if it does that for the rest of this video, then wow, that's surprising. No, I don't know, but that surprised me. All right, guys, that was very, very surprising. You could tell by the look on my face there. Let's throw another shot here and see what this looks like. Oh, I missed left on that one. You know, I missed left, and like with some other balls, I miss left. Sometimes they just kind of sit there. This one is really like still hooking even in the middle where there's the most amount of oil. This cover is pretty strong. So even though that last shot struck, we can't really count that one because it was a horrible miss in. South Point 7 on that one. I'm still in so much shock from that first ball. Let's regroup here and make another good shot like that first one. Last couple have not been too good. Hey, see? I thought that shot was pretty good. I did fall off. It didn't really do the same thing that first one did. I'm not a hater. I'm just going to call him like I see him. But the first shot was really good. And then I threw 2 bad ones and 1 good one. Let's throw a couple more really good ones before we really decide. All right. Let's make a good shot. I want this to be good. I don't want it to be terrible. Let's make a good shot. Yeah, it's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. Not as early, not as diggy as maybe I was expecting, but it's nice to see the ball motion a little bit down lane. It's nice that it doesn't just puke through the fronts and through the back part of the lane. So that's a good sign there in itself. As far as when I can see myself throwing this ball, first ball out the bag, right, and the heaviest of oils, because I'm pretty far left already here to start. Got that one right. Oh, yeah. It's nice that when I get it right like that, it still wants to motion a little bit. But yeah, it's going to be the first ball out the bag. I don't see myself ever throwing this in league because it's forcing me too far left to start. And ideally, I want to start something like maybe 5 or 6 boards right of where I'm at right now. All right, it's nice to have miss room to the right, but I really want to get this more up the lane. Let's just make sure we shut our angles down, keep this in the oil, because that's when it's looked pretty good. There we go. Yeah, when I keep it in the oil, it looks pretty good. If I was bowling on a sport shot with a little bit more volume, I think that's when this ball can be a pretty good option. All right, that was a better shot. Keep this in the oil. And then it looks really good. Brooklyn. I didn't even see that shot. I promise you I'm not trying to make this ball look bad, right? I think it's a good ball. It's just really, really strong. Let's make a good one here. There we go, that's good. Yeah. That was a good shot. I've South Point 7 like 2 or 3 times already. I think I'm just gonna move everything in and bring that tempo down and see if that looks better. All right, let's move everything left and see. I'm also noticing that it's lane shining pretty fast. Hey, there we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I moved everything in, kept it in the oil. This ball wants to see the oil, so let it see the oil. Like I said before that shot, I'm noticing that it's lane shining pretty fast. And like with some of the newer storm balls, some of the motive balls especially, and some of the hammer, like basically all of the major brands, I've noticed that they don't lane shine quite as fast, especially not as fast as this. I mean, look, Messenger 9 is better than 7-pin. And that was a really good shot. Let's repeat that for sure. Hey, back-to-back Messenger 9s. Yeah, this ball in the oil, now it looks pretty good. At the beginning, thumbs down. Now I'm giving it 1 thumbs up so far. If it continues to do that, then I'm impressed. That was pretty good. Chris, you missed that last shot, huh? I think that's the first time I've ever had 2 messengers in a row. For sure have never had 3 in a row, so let's see if the swag judge can give that to me. All right, so I moved, like I said, I moved in, and now it's starting to look pretty good. Because at the beginning, I was not a fan. So I'll throw a few more shots here, and then we'll wrap this up. You know, those last 3 shots, aside from just moving in, I also feel like I'm rolling it a little bit more. Really letting the ball do the work. I don't feel like I have to really hit this one too hard. And then, of course, why would I compliment the ball, right? And then I missed in a little bit, sure, but I thought it was close enough that it should have struck. I'll throw 2 more shots, and then we'll wrap it up. All right. 2 shots left in the video. We'll try to just one take this one. Hopefully this don't look too bad. Oh, I thought that was pretty good. It might have been a little bit slow, but when it lets us, we're gonna reset this, move a little bit left, but maintain the same game plan, which is keep the ball in the oil for as long as possible. So let's reset this. You know, and while it's resetting, like, I'm thinking that this could be a ball on those heavy sport shots when I don't really want to give the pocket away. Nice and shut down angles is when I think this ball would be best use. So let's throw one more. We're gonna wipe the oil off here with the Lewis Napoles chamois selfless plug. Let's wipe the oil. And we're gonna move 3 left off that shot, maybe like 3 and 2. Really roll this one. Yeah, that's a pretty good shot to end it on. You know, I'm not a hater, right? If the ball would have been awful, I would have told you. If it was great, I would have told you. I'm like right in the middle of like and dislike, leaning more towards the dislike. And that's just where I am. Maybe when I throw some other balls, maybe as I get more shots on this, maybe I'll start to like it more. I just don't like how shut down it forces me to play and how quickly it's lane shining. But overall, I think it's a really, really good ball. We'll see you on the next one.